Audio Jungle.
Good to see you on another edition of Bystanders at Newsstands on FTV, of course. Still Michael keeping the drill right here at Ogba Newsstand. We have something very, very interesting on the front page of this journal. Quickly to the Daily Sun newspaper. Governors, INEC, REC, APC, PDP, big weeks on US visa ban lists. Governors, INEC, REC, that's the Resident Electoral Commission. APC, PDP, big weeks on visa ban. UK also to impose ban, prosecute Nigerian election riggers. UK, that's the United Kingdom, also to impose ban, prosecute Nigerian election riggers. Anambra police rescue 8 children trafficked from southeast, south. On to the next one. Nigeria edging towards total collapse, says Wole Soyinka, that's a Nobel laureate. Nigeria edging towards total collapse, says Wole Soyinka, backs Obasanjo on deplorable state of affairs. Edo State, parties, candidates sign peace pact in Benin. Election rigging, akin to coup. Election rigging, akin to coup, says Tambua. Urges National Assembly to conclude amendments of electoral acts. On to the next one. The Nigerian Tribune with very, very bold one here. Tinubu Obaseki trade words over Edo poll. Tinubu Obaseki trade words over Edo poll. Obaseki does not deserve votes of Edo people, says Jagaban. Obaseki does not deserve votes of Edo people, says Tinubu. You can't extend your political empire to our states. Obaseki's aide replies Tinubu, you can't extend your political empire to our states, says Obaseki's aide. Abdulsalami Kuka lead Obaseki, Ize-Iyamu others in signing peace accord. Governors Obi, Ikimi, others rally support for Obaseki. This is going to be very, very interesting come September 19 in Edo State. Quickly to the major headline here on the front page of same journal. Soyinka backs Obasanjo, says Nigeria more divided under President Muhammadu Buhari. Asked governors to sue for reparations. Quickly to stories on same journal. On top of it, we have why we keep borrowing money, says Buhari. Why we keep borrowing money, says Buhari. Inflation hits 13.22% in August, says NBS. Labour demands reversal of fuel electricity price hike. One tangible palliative for workers, Nigerians. Fuel price should be 181 naira per litre, says federal government. Fuel price should be 181 naira per litre, says federal government. APC begs Nigerians to endure. Falana, 80 groups, CUC to protest fuel electricity price hike, September 23. And these are the stories we have on the front pages of the Daily Sun and the Nigerian Tribune. Of course, you know our reviewers are set to express their views on these topical stories. Let's quickly join them. I'll be right back. Good morning, sir. How are you doing?
I'm fine. Good morning.
Of course, when you see the stalwarts, the big wig of APC, I'm talking about the national chairman of APC, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, boiling on certain issues like this. Of course, you know something is about to happen. What do you think is about to happen in Edo State? September 19 poll.
Come September 19 this month, there is going to be governorship election in Edo State. Looking at the statement credited to the national leader of APC, the person of Ahmed Bola Tinubu, I think he was speaking from within his right as accorded to him by the Constitution. There is a freedom of association. Having said that, I think it is up to the electorates in Edo State to exercise their franchise to determine who will govern them, irrespective of anybody's opinion. But again, what I cannot fail to acknowledge or to lay emphasis on is that the issue of godfatherism should be jettisoned. Whether in Edo State, whether in Ondo State, in fact in Nigeria generally, we should jettison the issue of godfatherism. To me, that statement credited to Tinubu, if actually he made those statements, I think it will even work against Ize-Iyamu. Because I think the people are already afraid of this issue of godfatherism. So himself coming to show his solidarity, not just showing his solidarity, asking people to reject Obaseki. I think to an extent, people will see him as godfather of Ize-Iyamu. So to me, it was a mistake.
Now, this is a person that is so much respected in Nigeria's political sphere. Now, coming out to say that people should vote out Obaseki, is the kind of person that doesn't respect the rule of law. Don't you think Tinubu's influence will work out for Ize-Iyamu and Oshomole in this election?
If that statement had come from a neutral person, looking at the issues he raised, it would have carried more weight. Because I can understand the issues he raised. It borders on the tenets of democracy. He accused the man of usurpation of power of the legislature. He accused the man that he supervised the demolition or the destruction of the legislative arm of the government. He accused the man that he had used the power to stop 14 House members elect from being inaugurated. Those things are pertinent and they are the basis of democracy. But coming from a leader of a political party, a partisan one for that matter, and at a time people are calling for end to godfatherism, I think that thing to an extent, a very good extent, is going to work against the candidate of APC.
Okay. There has been calls for the amendment of the Electoral Act. Don't you think this should be done very, very fast at this point in time?
If there is anything that needs urgent attention, is the amendment of the Electoral Act. But having said that, we have laws that is capable of making us have credible election. It's not just enough to amend the laws. It's about our attitude as a people. Are we ready to abide by the constitution? Are we ready to abide by the grand norm? The issue is our politicians, they circumvent the rule at will. It is not about APC. Nigerian politicians generally, if given the opportunity, they will circumvent the rule. Whether APC, whether PDP, name it, any political party. It's a mentality that we need to change. We need attitudinal change as a people. Nigerian politicians, if they have access or they have what it takes to control the IG, Commissioner of Police, area commander, the headman of the DSS, the Director of DSS, they will use it to their own advantage at the detriment of the constitution and at the detriment of democracy itself. So what we need, even as we need amendment in some areas to usher in credibility in our electoral process, we equally need to educate and enlighten our politicians to play by the rule. We are not practicing democracy here in Nigeria. What we are practicing is when you find yourself in a position of authority, you abuse that office and you decide what happens against extant laws.
Good morning, my right. My name is Mr. Sunday.
Okay.
And for Tinubu speaking on a Edo election, I call it death on arrival. Because even a child, a baby born new, can never believe in the word of Tinubu anymore. Because Tinubu has deceived the whole Yoruba people and allowed them to fall into the hand of Buharis and making the Boko Haris and Islamists and terrorizing Nigeria, both all the region in Nigeria. Tinubu is there, have never made any comment concerning the killing, concerning the issue going on in Nigeria. Tinubu have not said even a single word, but election come because of the agenda of becoming a president in 2023. He is fighting to win Edo, and I told him, okay, Edo is not Lagos State. You can control everybody in Lagos State, you cannot control Edo people. If anything you have to say, send it to Lagos people, because I know you have bought all of them. All Lagosian, all the Yoruba that you have in Lagos State, you have bought them in your hand. They cannot fight for their right. They only fight for what they will eat from you. So, your word in Edo, nobody take it serious. The word you said at Obaseki, the word, Obaseki is a man. Godfatherism, Edo State, Godfatherism must die. And Lagos State, come 2023, Godfatherism must also die. Leave your word for yourself. Use it to feed your family as you have occupied Lagos State. All your family occupy Lagos State. You think it can happen in Edo State? Edo is not Yoruba land. Edo is not West. Edo is South South. Have it in your brain. So anything you want to say, send it to Lagosian. And for Labour and federal government, if truly we have Labour, this is an insult to our Labour Congress. Because number one, when federal government want to increase fuel price, they never invite Labour and tell them that we want to increase fuel price. Why is it now that the Labour want to say something? The Labour say what they do, only what we want. Let them revise the fuel price and electricity tariff, and the federal government want to make agreement with them. If anybody, is it Wada, what is the name, that Labour chairman, what is your name? I don't want to know. If you like collect bribe, coronavirus will kill you. If you like go and collect bribe for federal government, coronavirus will kill all of you that collect the bribe. Because you people are not fighting for the interest of Nigeria. You are fighting for your pocket. Everybody in that Aso Rock, both the TUC, Trade Union and Labour Congress and other aim of government that have not Wole Soyinka dem and co that form that's 2012 protest. You people should rise up. Thank God that Wole Soyinka wake up from his slumber. He know what is going on and he support Obasanjo because Obasanjo is elder statesman. Obasanjo is like our father. He has said that Nigeria is collapsing, and truly, if a baby know that Nigeria is no more existing, what is existing is Hausa, Igbo and Yoruba. That is what is existing, because a country that Buhari have turned into only Hausa constitution, he make only Nigeria to be Hausa region, Hausa nation. What do you think is coming on? Iflani nation, Oga, let nobody accept anything. By this time, I think Labour will go out for protest, not by fixing date, not by saying this is the want to. What do you want to? What is the agreement you want to keep with federal government? The people that don't have the value of the masses. What is the agreement? There is no agreement. There is nothing like agreement in that place. Let the protest begin. Let everybody go out the street. What is happening in Nigeria? We don't like it. Food have increased. NEPA have increased. Fuel have increased. Can you imagine? A president tell us that they will still borrow money. Where is the recover loot? They recover loot, they receive, they collect. What is it? Nobody have come to ask them. What is the recover loot? What is the recover loot that they receive? Where is it? We have not seen anything tangible out of the recovery loot, and they want to borrow money for who? For their children. Those are children that borrow money for, they will not live to eat the money. Bet me.
Nigerians are shouting when the fuel is 162, and the federal government is still saying fuel should have been 181 naira per litre. Is the federal government taking Nigerians for granted or what?
Okay. Thank you very much, Mike. But I will now start from that fuel subsidy issue. I want to correct the wrongs that people have been saying here. You are saying Tinubu. Why is it that the DNA, tribal DNA, sentiment DNA is inside Nigerian blood? People are calling Tinubu. Tinubu is in calling Edo people not to vote for Obaseki. How about the guy in Port Harcourt, the governor in Port Harcourt? What's his name? Wike. How about the Okowa? They are coming to Benin to tell Benin people not to vote for. So you guys are not saying that. What has this Tinubu bought from you guys? For God's sake, is it because he's a Yoruba man? Why did you people have hatred for Yoruba people, for God's sake? What's your problem, right? What's your problem? Anytime you hear Tinubu, you start castigating him. But Wike is going to Benin to support Obaseki. Okowa was in Benin. Obi was in Benin. Nobody castigated them for saying Edo people should vote for what's it called, Obaseki. You people shouldn't be tribal bigots, man. Bigots, man. Sorry. So I want to tell you guys, you shouldn't be tribal bigots. So about the
Tinubu has spoken. What do you think will play out in the election?
Sure.
Now that they have spoken.
Yeah. Now that,
of course, you know, for some time they have not been saying anything.
Now that you have spoken, right? I really support a statement he made regarding the House of Assembly members that were debarred. I mean that were blocked from being inaugurated in the State House of Assembly. What is good for the goose is good for the gander.
Is that why he said Obaseki has no respect for the law?
Yeah, because he has deprived a lot of the constituency. The constituency those people who are representing, he has deprived them the dividend of democracy. For how many months now? For how many years now? And people are here now talking gullibility here, talking hatred here. Because you don't like one somebody's face, you start castigating Tinubu. What has this Tinubu done for you? I don't know the Tinubu, but stop that nonsense. Come on. About the first issue, right? I think I want to state it clear, loud and clear here. Mr. President, we were not the one in charge of petroleum. You are the Minister for Petroleum. And you are in charge of the 4 refineries Nigerian has. What has happened to those refineries? 3 years. All of you have been carrying out turnaround maintenance, giving that money to your cronies. I don't know whether you're part of them, Mr. President, but if you're part of them, go and get all those money back to repair the refinery. Nigeria should not be paying for the foolishness of the leadership failure we have in this country. You have 4 refineries, and you are the 6th largest country, petroleum producing country in this country. 6th largest petroleum producing country. Now, no refinery is working. Soldier go, soldier come. Looters go, looters come. You guys come in, you won't fix refinery, you start bringing in your crony. No, not borrowing. They'll bring in their cronies, they will not start giving contracts of turnaround maintenance to this refinery. That one will collect money. It will do 30%, 20% job. The refinery will work for 6 months, collapse again. They know how they are making all this money. They know themselves now. They know. They know. We know. I know a particular name that they always give that contract to. I know a particular name, and I can. Yeah. Emeka Ofo. Yes. I keep saying it. Emeka Ofo.
All right. Everywhere is boiling on Edo issue. Both Lagos State and other states. Quickly to what Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu said yesterday about Obaseki, telling him that he has no respect for rule of law. The Edo people should vote him out. Are you in support of Tinubu's move?
You see, Tinubu as a politician, one of the politicians in Nigeria, I, Mr. Opara, think that Tinubu has the right to go and campaign, but he don't have right to force Edo people to vote for. Tinubu, the game he's playing, the game he was playing, the game he's content to play in Lagos State cannot work in Edo State. It cannot start in Edo State unless Edo people allow it to be. Tinubu have pocket everybody in this Lagos, whether Lagos indigene or non-Lagos indigene. As a human being living in Lagos, breathing the air of Lagos, Tinubu have pocket everyone. I agree with Tinubu that he's a power broker in Lagos State, but he cannot go to Edo State. So Tinubu should mind himself, control himself, and take care of Lagos State. He have already captured, otherwise he will lose all. Let Tinubu not allow the end of his political career to be woeful. I'm giving him what I understand. He's a politician, but I understand the will of God. Now, Tinubu should not compare himself with the wicked or Okowa of Delta or Wika River, because that place falls in the jurisdiction of South. Lagos is west, it's not South. And they are not on presidential campaign.
If Lagos is west and other states just mentioned as South, does it mean that Tinubu has no right to support his own candidate or what?
Yes, he has a right to support, but not to dictate. He has right to support. Obaseki campaign not to enter Edo State because he's still a governor up to today. Unless they rig him out, he can say Tinubu, I don't want to see Lagos State. He has right to do that as the governor of that state. So he don't need to go and dictate there, but he has right to go and campaign. Let us say the facts. He has right to go and campaign. No one can stop him. But let him not to go and post letters to them. That place is not Lagos State. I respect Tinubu. He's He's a political player. I respect him for that, but let him control himself. Now, coming to labor, whether labor or no labor, all the whole union, all the whole body in Nigeria know that Nigeria have failed. So whatever they are doing is to correct their own looting. Everybody in Nigeria now, except me and the IPOB people. We are not IPOB is not collecting looting. I'm not collecting looting. So everybody is trying to collect the loot to their own pocket. All the whole politicians, all the whole labor, all the whole union, institutions, teachers, women, traders, because they know that Nigeria have failed into pieces. Tinubu have destroyed, not Tinubu. Buhari have destroyed Nigeria. Presidency have destroyed Nigeria. So everybody will do as if they support him, as if they're liking him, as if they are opposing him, but they collect their own share and put for pocket. He said Nigeria will continue borrowing. Yes, Nigeria will continue borrowing, but they will pay for it. We will not pay for it. We, Biafra, will not pay for it. Because all the whole development in Nigeria, but the one they borrowed money and the one they don't borrow money, let them come and show us federal president in South and Southeast. They cannot do it. And to show you guys, I thank Shoyiga for coming up, speaking out to support Obasanjo. Obasanjo is right, no matter how they persecute him. Obasanjo says the truth. I want the whole masses, the whole Nigeria, come up and support Obasanjo to bring this evil government down. Nigeria is collapsed. Nigeria is collapsed. Hip, hip, hip. Nigeria is falling. Hip, hip, hip. Nigeria is falling. Hip, hip, hip.
For me, it is not a surprise that the Tinubu or the Jagaban of Lagos State would make such assertion, because there's nothing different between a pot and a kettle. So Tinubu is as good as Buhari. So if we must blame this administration, Tinubu should be part of those that should share a larger part of the blame, because he constitutes, this present administration is a major stakeholder in this present administration. So the failure of Nigerian states should also be attributed to Tinubu and his antics. Because I know that he is getting more robust, getting more dollars, getting more taxes, raising more, of course, Owoda. There is too much Owoda in this administration, which of course is beneficial. So for me, Owoda, yes, and his boys. So for me, it's not a surprise that you should make such assessment. How can a kettle, a pot calling a kettle black, down to Lagos State, has Tinubu allowed democratic rule to take place? He has never allowed the rule of law. The people's choice. He has ever truncated people's choice. I remember the last election when he has to order his boys to frustrate the Igbo people, Igbo indigenes in Lagos, in Okota and other predominant areas occupied by the Igbos, so that they will not give the vote to Atiku. So this is a man that is talking about democratic rules and norms. So it is not part of him. For over how many years he has been practicing that domineering politics. The winner takes it all, either by coercion or by crook or by force. So if he should be given an opportunity to serve Nigeria as the president, Nigeria will be more worse in his time. That is my position about him. Because he has never showed us he had the opportunity to have shown Nigeria how to govern Nigeria. Of course, the northern elites will not allow him, because they are afraid of him, because he is going to sideline everybody on his path in order to retain power. Maybe he will decide who takes Nigeria, if Nigeria still exists, for the next 50 years. So is it a person that I should listen to? For me, he has lost it. I have nothing to learn. He's the only doctorate degree holder in the politics of domineering. in the politics of all takes it, the winner takes it all. So I give him that. I recognize him as the only doctorate degree holder in Nigerian politics who majors in the politics of domineering and Owoda. That is my position on that.
Let's quickly move down to what we have on the front page of this journal, talking about the Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu telling Edo people to vote out of Obaseki come September 19th poll. What's your view concerning this? Asiwaju has spoken. Do you think the people of Edo State will follow the word of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu?
Mr. Mike Adepele, first and foremost, we need to know Asiwaju happens to be APC national leader. So he has every right to also drum support for their own candidates. So now it's not left for the people of Edo State to go out on Saturday, exercise their own franchise, and let them vote in who they think can pilot the affairs of the state. Asiwaju can only sit down in Lagos and drum support for their own candidates. So let the people of Edo State go out to the pool, come Saturday, go out there, and then let them decide who will pilot the affairs of the state. One thing I will say is that Asiwaju at this point should be ashamed of himself. I respect him a lot. Is it a man that did what? A man that deprived Ambode of second term. He is not talking about democracy. A man that in which I went to Acme, our local government chairman, for good 8 years. He did not do anything in my local government. Every young boy, old man, went to the streets of Lagos. We went to where? APC National Secretariat at this Acme Road there, Secretariat. We went there. We were saying that this man should not return. The same Asiwaju came on board and said, this man, Apostle Toboke, if I could tell local government chairman, he should return. That man is not talking about what? Democracy. Do you think I should not listen to such man? He should be ashamed of his head. If he, Asiwaju, have not laid such precedents here in Lagos, he has no right to start speaking about democracy, because he himself, he does not practice what? Democracy. He himself dictates who and who get into office here in Lagos State. So Asiwaju has no what idea about what democracy is. If he should detect here in Lagos State, just like what the governor told him, he said Asiwaju cannot extend his own political empire to Edo State. That's a very good answer. He cannot extend his own political empire into Edo State because one, he has not set the same word precedence here in Lagos State. Asiwaju imposed everyone here in Lagos State. Asiwaju imposed started from the local government chairman to the governor. So what does he have to say about democracy? Is he the kind of man that practices democracy? No, he's not the one. Let the Edo people, let them speak for themselves. Let them speak for themselves. Is he the man that did what? That just sacked Ambode, a performing governor? He deprived him of what? Of second time. Is that what democracy? Now he's now coming begging the Edo people. Edo people, you guys will be so foolish if you do not vote in Obaseki come on Saturday. Edo people will suffer if they don't vote. If they don't vote Obaseki, because a man cannot sit here in Lagos State and dictate who governs Edo, because Tinubu himself is not a true Democrat. Tinubu himself is not a true Democrat. He does not respect the rule of law here in Lagos State.
No, away from that, David, the UK also is set to impose travel ban on election riggers.
UK,
just like the United States did.
Mr. Mike, check all the names in which UK place ban. They are all APC supporters. Have you seen the name? Oshomola is there. Governor Kogi State is there. No, Ganduje. They are all APC chieftains. You can see these are the main election diggers. All the APC chieftains are the main election diggers. Look at it. Check the list. American place ban on all of them. Osomole, Ganduje, Yayabelo. I don't know what. These are core APC chieftains, and that is a what? A work of development. Let it serve as what? it will serve as what deterrent to others.
I know you're from the north.
I'm from the north, from Jigawa State.
From Jigawa State. Now, who do you support between Obaseki and Ize-Iyamu? Of course,
My brother.
September 19 poll is around the corner.
I'm an APC fan. 3 years back, I supported Obaseki.
Okay.
When he was on my party.
Okay.
As the first primary election, now it became to opposition. It became to opposition party. Pastor Ize-Iyamu now is my party member. I'm in support of him. The reason is, if you look at Pastor Ize-Iyamu and Obaseki, all of them are politicians. They are playing their game. Remember, this pastor we are talking about, him himself during Jonathan 6 years in power, is Jonathan campaign coordinator in Bini, in the whole Edo. And later they come to APC. Still go back to PDP. Now he's in APC again. This same was Obaseki that is the Nkuvian governor there. He was in PDP. Come to APC. Now he's in PDP again. Clearly, they are using Edo people playing politics. The person they are naming him as Godfather, that's Oshomole. Remember, he was good years Minister of Labour during Obasanjo, holding different kind of position in PDP regime. Now who him be? Is in APC. People of Edo, they should not allow politicians to wash them brain. They should vote wisely. Nobody should allow himself to be killed because they are playing their game. Tomorrow night, you might hear say Obaseki, they come to AG or any other party. They are playing their game. All their children living abroad, schooling together. The mass is there. The poor people in Edo, living the same primary school, sharing the same general hospital, out of suffering. So they should be wisely. Nobody should allow himself to be killed. Because you as a family man, you are allowed to be killed because Obaseki doesn't know you. At the end, your children will end up in suffering. So Edo people should be wise. The two of them are politicians.
Your name, sir?
I live in Edo State. I particularly am from Edo State. In Edo State, Oshomole is the problem of Edo State, particularly now. Oshomole, last 4 years, Oshomole he was at APC. He went and take Obaseki. When he take Obaseki, he said Obaseki is the right man. That Obaseki was the right man. That all the whole Edo State should vote for Obaseki. Now, when Ize-Iyamu was in PDP, Edo people wisely vote for Ize-Iyamu, then ring the election. Now he went back and take Ize-Iyamu. You condemn Oshomole was the one that condemned Ize-Iyamu before. That Ize-Iyamu is not a right man, that Ize-Iyamu is a bad person. Oshomole went back and take Ize-Iyamu back again. Oshomole is the problem of Edo State. By now, because of Obaseki didn't agree, he want to use Obaseki as a slave. You understand? Obaseki said no. That is why them disorganized Obaseki at APC. Now, Obaseki got so kind, he went back to PDP. PDP allowed him. You understand? Oshomole should leave Edo State alone. It's not the one. It's not the only one that in Edo State. I support Obaseki. Obaseki should go.
All right, thank you so much.
Oshomole should leave us alone. Leave Edo State alone.
Right, yes. Keeping it real right here at Ogba News 10.
Yes.
What do you have to say concerning what is going on in Edo State?
It is true. Day in, day out debating in Nigeria. Day in, day out debating in the House. Day in, day out debating in the lower house. Day in, day out debating at Asorok. Day in, every day we are here debating with Flip TV, sensitizing the entire Nigerians in diaspora and abroad. What's up with Nigerian political matters? But let me tell you, the clock is now ticking up for Edo election. The clock is ticking. Sometimes ago it was months. It has now degenerated to weeks. From week now to days. Let me tell you, it is hours now, and it's getting to minutes before it takes off. Seconds. Edo State countdown. Gubernatorial election.
Now, the big wig of APC have spoken. That's the Ashua Jubola Ahmed Tinubu, who also happens to be the former Lagos State governor. He's a man that is so influential in Nigeria's politics.
Very.
And don't you think his influence this time around will play out in Edo State?
Wow! Buhari is a political heavyweight to have in the southwest here, especially Lagos State. If Tinubu, sorry. Tinubu is the political heavyweight we have here in Southwest. If Tinubu raises or lifts your hands up for any political position in the Southwest, one-way ticket is a walkover for your opponent. I love him. But let me tell you, Tinubu is not the one that should speak for the Edo people. Tinubu is not in the right position to criticize Obaseki. Obaseki is the man the Edo-lites, Edo indigenous, the Binunua, the Bini people want, as I'm telling you. Tinubu is throwing word to him, trading word with him, telling him that he's not supposed to be governor in Edo State. Why? Edo State is not Lagos State. He misconstrued it. He's misfired it. It is a misguided statement. I'm telling you.
You said it's a misguided statement. Of
Yes.
course, this man played a vital role in Lagos State gubernatorial election last year.
Thank you.
He flushed out.
That is godfatherism.
He flushed out somebody.
Godfatherism for you in Nigeria. It is thriving in Southwest. Godfatherism in Nigeria. Southwest is the only place in Nigeria that godfatherism is thriving now in Nigeria, not in Igbo land, not in North Central, not in Northeast, not even in Northwest. Let me tell you, not even in South. We can trash it out. In Anambra State, Obi not stop them. Obi, sorry. Obi not stop Obi. Nobody in anywhere geographical region in Nigeria where you can see godfatherism thriving right away now. But let me tell you, in Southwest, godfatherism is here. And the person that is pioneering that is Bola Ahmed Tinubu the Baba. Let me tell you, it can't work anymore. Oyegu was the national chairman of APC when Adamo Chomole came in. And Adamo Chomole was Tinubu's favorite. So the reason why he's attacking Obaseki is because of Adamo Chomole, who want to reinstall back godfatherism in Edo State. But let me tell you, it is very, very impossible. It can't come to play again in Edo State. So there is war over there, but they have come back together to settle both Ize-Iyamu and Obaseki into signing peace pacts. So let me tell you, anybody that is dreaming of Ize-Iyamu winning a Edo election is hallucinating.
And of course, the USA, that's the United States of America, has imposed
visa ban. Let me
on
finish
election
it up.
riggers.
Any election rigger, any member of APC or PDP that sponsor rigging in Edo State is liable to be banned, visa ban to United States. Then all their assets in America is gonna be seized. I don't want to say it could be seized. It's going to be seized. Then UK is coming up with such ban again. UK threatening any one of them that if they try, yes, anybody, even INEC officials, their assets in UK is to be seized.
All right, thank you so much, Raphael. Very good one from you, Raphael. All right, and on this note, we say goodbye to you on today's edition of Biased in the Southeast and on Flip TV. Join us next time on the same platform. Michael Adekunle remains my name. Of course, the main man behind the camera there, you know him, I know him, everybody knows him. Festus Oluwabukimida is a very great guy. He's still the one editing this video you always watch. Okay, you can join us on our social media handles displayed on the screen. You can also join me on Facebook. Michael Temitayo Adekunle. Bye, everyone.